Hello. Hello. Welcome to Saturday's class. And then you say, oh, I've got quite a few, got 10 going already. Oh, I just suddenly thought I don't have a topic. I didn't put a notice up today either. And I didn't have a topic. I don't have a topic to talk about. So, I don't know. Do we just sit and stare at each other for 5 minutes? Well, let me see. What can I talk about? We've got some new exercises today. So I was getting a bit bored with the other exercises. And also, I've been thinking that I might have a break for half term. This next week is half term. So I'll decide by the end of the class, but I might just like a little break for half term. Because, well, the puppy, it's like having a new baby. I was up at 4:15 this morning. But on the plus side, he did wake me up to tell me he needed the loo, so that's quite good. But I mean, there's plenty, if you want to keep doing it during half term, there's plenty of videos up there for you to choose one. The two exercises that we're going to change today, we're going to concentrate on strengthen the arms. We're going to do the bicep, which is this one, and the tricep, which is this one. You've done the tricep one before. It's the one where you do that. The bicep one, you've done the movements when we do the routine. You just haven't done it with a band. So I don't know if there'll be anybody new today or not. But anyway, this is a slight departure just to keep things interesting. I know you're perfectly capable of doing it now. When I first started, I was very gentle. But now that we've been going, so it's the 9th week of lockdown, the 9th or the 8th or the 9th. I'm losing track. But we've been going quite a long time. So I know that the regulars are getting quite fit. I'm just going to have a little drink. I haven't run 9 miles today, thankfully. Having a small puppy does curtail your running a bit. He's asleep on the sofa, so I'm not going to wake him. Long may it continue. Like a baby, when he goes to sleep, you take advantage of the peace and quiet. Right. You deserve a break, Rosemary. Thank you. So if Monday is what date's Monday? 23rd, 25th. So the following Monday would be 30 days, half September, April, June, and November. So there's 31 days in May. Can anybody help me? What date is a week on Monday? I've got my phone here. Hi, Nola. Right, here we go. So Sunday, Monday. It's the 1st of June. I can't believe that we're in June already. So I think, just to be clear, I will say that there's no classes next week, and we'll start again on the 1st of June. Just because I feel I need a little break. But I'm sure that you will all be assiduously getting out the videos and doing them. We've just got about another minute left. So, I've got quite a lot of people. I'll just have another swig of tea. I hope he doesn't start. What he likes to do is he likes to bite the bands when I'm using the bands. So if he wakes up, I don't think he will though. He's fairly sound asleep. When he's tired, he gets like a child as well. He gets fractious. So you just have to sort of calm him down and then get him to sleep. Oh, I'm too old for this. Right. Let's see who we've got. Nikki. Thanks, Nikki. Right. If you're new to my class, most of the exercises can be done in the chair, and I'll show you how to do them. I don't think there's many of the mainstream exercises that can't be done in the chair, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Hi, Maggie. Right. I'm just going to shut my back door because I can hear everything blowing around in the garden. It's quite off-putting. It's really windy again. That's a bit better. No, you stay there. Stay there, kid. Right, 11 o'clock. So we'll start by warming up. Although it's windy, it's not that cold. As usual, just small walking, using your arms so that your shoulders are mobilized. Feet just hardly off the floor at all. On your toes if you can. If you can't, absolutely fine. If you're in the chair, just do the same movements. But remember to use your arms. It's a slightly exaggerated movement of the arms because you want those shoulder joints to be mobilized. And then either keep marching and do this, or you can stop and do it because we're going to do some arm stuff. If you can do the marching at the same time, all well and good. So hands on shoulders, up like that. If you can get your hands by your ears, that's good. If you can only get your arms there, don't force it. Don't try and force it. Just get them as far as they'll go. And then back down again, and then push out to the side, back in again, push forward, back in again. Up to the ceiling, down, push out, back in, out, and in. We'll do one more time. So up, down, out, in, forward, back. Just do a bit more walking. And then we're going to just mobilize your shoulders a little bit more. Put your hand on your shoulder so you make a sort of wing. And imagine you've got a pencil sticking out from your elbow. We're going to draw an imaginary circle. You want to do as wide a movement as possible to get a nice wide range. So without it being painful, and that's why we're going to do it very slowly. So we're going to do 5 back and 5 forward. So we're going to do 1. I'm going to stand sideways so you can see 2, 3, 4, 5, and then forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do the other one. So it's straight out like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's really good mobilization exercise, but I like to have the smaller arm because when you're doing something like that, it's very easy to just nick something out. Your shoulder ball and your shoulder joint is very mobile. And so if you're going at it too enthusiastically, you can put something out, especially at our age, dears. So it's better to just do it that in a very controlled way. Right, we're going to do just a little bit higher marching, but when you do this, place your foot down. Don't dive it down. You place it down. You control it. Don't let gravity control you. Obviously, gravity does control you, else you'd float off into space, but you get my drift. Right, we're going to do a little bit of mobilization. So we're just going to do heel digs like that, pulling your foot right back so that your ankle is going to be mobilized as well. And then at the same time, as you remember, anchor your elbows and do opposite arm and leg bicep curl. This is the same movement with the arms as we'll be doing later on when we do the bicep curl, but we're going to use a band. So you're doing opposite arm and leg now. When we're doing the actual strengthening exercise, you won't be expected to move your legs as well. So 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to just step to the side. 1. Oops. Don't go very fast or very far. And then have prayer hands and out to the side. Just pushing the air away from you. 3, 2, 1. This one, if you're in the chair, you're only going to be able to do the arm movement. So it's just step back slightly, just a small step, not a big step. Just touching your toe on the floor. And as you do it, some people step forward, but it's not. Make sure you're stepping back. Have your hands in here, like little dinosaurs' arms. And then as you step back, push them forward. Spread your fingers. Give your fingers a bit of a stretch. Give your hands a bit of a stretch. Bring your arms right into your chest and then right out again. Because what you're doing is you're mobilizing your shoulders and your elbows and your fingers. 3, 2, 1. Last one. We're going to do a little toe tap. And again, anchor your elbows. And same as you do with the heel dig, we're going to do, oops, immediately went into a heel dig then. We're going to do opposite arm and leg with the toe tap. Just check that you are doing opposite arm and leg. Thought I was doing the same arm and leg there for a moment. Just check. Three, 2, 1. Right, what I want to do in the warm-up now, we used to do this in the main exercise, but I want to do it in the warm-up because I really like it as an exercise. So we're standing, you don't need to stand side on, just doing this so as you don't see it. We're going to do this one that we did. So with your hands on your top of your thighs, we're just going to raise one arm and put the other one back. And we're going to do 10. So that's 1, 2. And remember, don't sway backwards. 3. Your torso remains absolutely still. 4. It's only your arms that move. 5. This is strengthening and mobilizing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I really like that one. And then we're going to go straight into this one, arms out to the side, keeping your hips and your face facing forward. You're just going to turn. We're only going to do 5 of these. 1, 2. Feel that it's your upper body that's moving. 3, 4, 5. Whew. It's quite a lot of shoulder and arm work there. Get tired on the back of my shoulders. Right, remember that, all the heel digs, we're just going to go through it a couple of times, nice and slowly. So we're going to do heel digs, and then out to the side. I'm going to get rid of this chair, else I'm going to kick it. So sorry, start again. Heel digs, out to the side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, out to the side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, out to the side, back, toe tap. We'll do it one more time. Heel dig, out to the side, back, toe tap. Excellent. I think we're warmed up now. It's not cold today, actually. First thing we're going to do, as usual, some things never change, is the squat. Now, remember, if you can't do it freestyle with good form, sitting down on the edge of the chair, if you can, put your hands like this and just stand up. Try not to let your knees come together, and then sit back down in a controlled way. If you can't do that, use momentum of your arms and then sit down. If you need to, put your hands on your, here he comes. If you need to, put your hands on your knees and stand up, but try and sit down without putting your hands on your knees. And if you can, with good technique, feet hip width apart, standing. Remember, it's sitting down. Delia sent me a video the other day and the people were doing this. And I thought, I know they were dancing and I know it wasn't a proper squat. So I'm not being overly critical. But people do squats like this. Oh, and it's back. So your knees don't come over your toes. I know I go on and on and on about that, but it's really important. So we're going to do 10. If you can only get down there, that's absolutely fine. And then when we come up, we're going to just touch our hands behind our back. You can have your hands anywhere you like, out in front, on your head, behind your ears, behind your, anywhere. So we're going to do 10. So prepare. And you try and look forward. Try not to look at the floor. So bum out. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Pay attention to technique. 5. Weights on your heels. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. If you've got a full-length mirror, it's really good to just stand side on and just look at your technique. It is a very good way. Mirrors are a really good way of making sure you get technique for all exercises right. That's why doing exercises in a dance studio is so useful. Right, seated row. Sitting down on the edge of your chair, feet out in front of you, toes pulled back. Oh, loop the band around your feet. If you can put it in get it in the instep, and have quite a bit of tension on the band. If you have no tension on the band, you're not going to get any benefit from this exercise. It's a rowing exercise. So only your arms move. Your body doesn't move backwards and forwards, just your arms. And your heels stay on the ground at all times. So I'm moving this way so that you can see what my elbows do. So sitting up nice and straight, heels on the ground, feet pulled back. And we're going to go, notice how the elbows are close to my side. They're not out here. And my hands skim my thighs. So we're going to back. Imagine there's a £1 coin between your shoulder blades and somebody's trying to get it and you're trying to keep it there. So squidge it back and then release. And 2. You control the tension, so you decide how hard or how easy it is. 3, 4. Check that your body's not moving. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Next, sorry, I should have said, if you don't have a band, you can still do that, doing the actions. It's not as effective, obviously, but it's still pretty good. We're going to do the hip abduction. This strengthens your sort of medial glutes and your, all the sort of muscles around here. So remember, you don't turn your hip out, it's just straight up like that. So We're going to do 10. Make sure your feet are both pointing in the same direction. 1. Be aware of lifting your leg. 2. Don't let it be momentum. 3. The object of the exercise is not to get through this as quickly as possible. It's to make sure that you are using the right muscles. 4. If you when you're up here, if you poke there, you should feel the muscles that are working. 5. It's a good idea for any exercise you're doing. If the muscle is under tension, then you're exercising the right muscle. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Well done. Other side now. 1. 2. I'm more aware of this side. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it better. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Whew, how was that? It's quite a toughie on the legs, that. Right, now we're going to do one of the new ones. We're going to do a bicep curl. If you've got longer band, you can do it both arms at once. You can stand on it, feet hip width apart, do it here, but it can be quite tough. So initially what we're going to do is we're going to do it one side at a time. So I want you to stand on your band. I'll stand a bit further back. So what we need is when you're standing on your band, if your arm's about there, there's a bit of tension on the band. Don't have a huge lot of tension, else you won't ever be able to get your arm up. So you want a bit of tension on the band, and you want your elbows anchored, your elbow anchored. Only your forearm is going to move. And it's this sort of a movement, I'll do it with this one. All you're doing is closing it. You're not lifting up. The elbow and the humerus, the upper arm, don't move at all. You're firmly anchored. This is the muscle you're exercising. And so this plus the band, your forearm plus the band, is the weight that this is having to lift up. So you want a bit of tension on the band, elbow anchored. However you hold on to it is up to you. And sorry, just before we start, if you've got arthritis, it may be difficult for you to hold on to one of these bands that doesn't have a handle. If you buy the bands with the handles, you can rest it in your palm, and some people find that easier. Or some people find using a weight, because you can hold that in your palm. You need a strong grip for this one. You can hold it in your palm and your thumb and do that. But I think the bands with the handles at the end are very good for this exercise, if you have arthritis. Anyway, so we're standing on the band with one foot or both feet. There's a bit of tension on the band, and your elbow is anchored, and we're going to go just close it. 1, 2. So all we're doing, if it's really difficult, there's too much tension. 3, 4. When it's up there, just poke that muscle. It's hard. 5. So it's working. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, it's technique. And then we're going to swap over. Ready? Anchor your elbow. 1, 2, 3, just closing it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How is that? It's not a difficult exercise, and you can put as much tension or as little tension as you want. Right, we're going to go into the balance one. So if you remember, we should have engaged core for a few other exercises actually. But so engaging core, breathe out, pull your navel into your backbone. This is one of the ones you can't do if you can't get out the chair, because obviously for obvious reasons. So breathe out, pull your navel into your backbone as hard as you can, and then relax it slightly, but you're still holding all that tension. Pull up your pelvic floor. And then I'm going to hold on just to show you this. Don't do it yet. I'm going to bring your leg up to there and then either raise it a little bit higher, so parallel with the floor and then a little bit higher, or parallel with the floor and then straighten it as best you can. Don't do that and then straighten it. You do one or the other. If you can only get your leg to there, fine. Just bring it up a little higher. That's absolutely fine. If you can, have your hands on your hips. If you can't, have one hovering near the chair. I sometimes need to have a quick grab for the chair. Anyway, no more chat. We're going to do 8 on each side. So pull your navel into your backbone as hard as you can. Relax it slightly. Concentrate on a spot on the wall ahead of you and lift up. And then lift up some more or straighten it. It's up to you. That's 1. Up, up or straighten. 2. Up, up or straighten. 3. Hang on, I'm going to re-engage my core. Right. Up. Ooh, shouldn't have done that. Sorry. Up, up. 4. Up, up. 5. Up, up. 6. Up, up. 7. One more. Up, up. We'll hold it there for a little while. And then down. 8. Well done. Other side now. Re-engage core. Navel into your backbone. Pulling everything up. Release it slightly. Hands on hips. And off we go. Up. And then up a bit more. 1. Oops, sorry. Up. Up a bit more. When you bring your leg down, don't actually stand on it like I've just done. Just rest it. Up. Up. That's 3. A bit wobbly today on this side. Up. Up. 4. Up. Up. 5. Up. Up. 6. Up. Up. 7. Whoops, fell over. Last one. Whoops. Up. Up. Hold it for a couple more seconds. And then down. Well done. Did you manage all 8? If you can't manage it, it doesn't matter. It's something to aim for. It's absolutely fine. Right. The next one we're going to do is the upward row. It's this one. If you haven't got bands, hold your thumb like this And remember, as long as you've got that V, it doesn't matter how high your hands come, as long as your elbows are higher. So if you can get it up to there, great. You've got that V there, still got the V there, there. If you're using bands, stand on the band, hip width apart, feet hip width apart, cross the band over. Come in now so you can see where my hands are. Your hands are together. Your forearm and your hand are one line. Keep your wrist rigid. And we're going to go 1, 2, keep your back nice and straight. 3, shoulders nice and relaxed. 4, neck nice and long. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Right, so the next one we're going to do is to try and do our abs. So sitting on the chair, sitting on the edge of the chair. In fact, I'm sitting so I can come a little bit further forward without it cutting off my head. So you're sitting in the edge of the chair, your feet are at 90 degrees, sorry, your knees are at 90 degrees on the floor. Sit as far forward as you can without cowping over. Hands like this so that you're not holding on to anything. And you're going to go back, keeping your back straight, engage your stomach muscles, touch the back of the chair and then come forward. So we're going to do 15 today. So just touch, don't collapse your back like that. So 1, nice and slow. 2, don't rest on the chair. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I've lost count. 11, that is. 12, 13, 14, 15. How is that? I'm never quite sure how beneficial you find that. I mean, if you sit back and then come forward a little bit and poke your stomach, you can feel that the muscles are holding you. Maybe we should go back. Try this. Go back, touch, come forward, and then just stay there. We'll just stay there for a few seconds. That you can feel. Have a poke of your tummy. And round here, your side's holding it as well. Right. Next one we're going to do, I'm going to move back a bit so you can see my feet. We're going to do the same thing. Knees at 90 degrees. Shuffle forward in the chair. Hold your hands like this. Come back, touch the chair, but this time just come a millimetre away from it. And you're just going to straighten one leg. 1. I'm going to hold this pose. 2, 3, 4, 5. And without pausing, we're going to do the other one. 1, don't use the back of the chair. 2, 3, 4, 5. It should just be like that. You can stop now. It should just be your lower leg that moves. Because again, that's being used as a weight by your thighs. I'm determined to get you strong thighs. Right. We're going to do the triceps now. That's these muscles here. We've done this one before. So you remember, you have one hand over your head, back like this, if you're going to whack somebody with a hammer, and the other one is holding the band here. So this hand here controls the tension. Okay? So if you want less tension, if you don't want it to loosen it off a bit. This one, in fact, I'll sit down and show you because it's easier. You can see this one just goes up to the ceiling like that. It doesn't, the elbow or the shoulder doesn't move. So it just goes up to the ceiling. If you can't do that, slacken the tension. If you have difficulty getting your arm this far back, bring it here to chest height and push it down to the floor like that. It's the same muscles that are being used. You probably will be able to have a stronger tension on it if you're doing this one. But if you can, do it this way. This one is technique. Until you get the technique, it can be quite tricky. Right, so feet hip width apart. Get the tension right. You may adjust the tension as you go. It doesn't matter. Right, so 1, 2. Check that your shoulder's not moving. 3. Just your forearm up to the ceiling. 4. Woo! 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Now, if you were doing it right, you should have felt that muscle there working. So switching over. The same thing. If you can't do this with your arm, do it on your chest. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, a mirror is a good idea to see if your shoulders are moving. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, that was quite hard actually. Right. Just as you thought we were coming to the end, we're going to do another 10 squats. In the chair if you need to, not in the chair if you don't need to. Remember, don't let your knees come forward, come together or over your toes. Ready? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's slow it down a bit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. We're going to do some side bends. So, feet slightly wider than hip width apart. And remember, you don't have to use this hand if you don't want to. If you do, keep it straight. So, 1. That's a tough one today. 2. 3. 4. You're going to join in. 5. Oh, how many do we normally do? 6. How many do we normally do? I can't remember. 7. Oh, we'll do 10. 8. 9. 10. I have to say this exercise is the one where I feel as if I'm exerting myself most. And then 1. Oh, I think I might practice this one over the week. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoo-wee. Right. Now we're going to do our routine. So get the music on if you can, if you have it, if you want to. I'll just go through it a couple of times to remind you. So it's heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. One more time. Heel dig, side, back. Hello, baby. Toe tap. You're going to your bed. Right, we're going to do it. You all right? Are you tired, boy? Been having fun and games in the garden this morning, so he's a bit tired. Never mind me being tired. Right, so you've got the music on, you got it in your head, so we're going to do heel, side, back, toe. Heel, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. He's watching my shoes, he wants my laces. Heel, side, back, toe tap. Heel, side, back, toe tap. Heel, side, back, toe tap. One more time. Heel, side, whoops, forgot there, back, toe tap. Wonderful. Right. Stretching. And we're going to do no, we're not doing the hamstrings, we're doing the calf. So chair, front leg bent, back leg straight, heel on the ground, toes, feet pointing in the same direction, lean forward. The stretch should be sort of behind the top of your calf. And then very gently bend your back knee, heel comes off the ground. And feel the stretch moving down into your Achilles. And then we'll swap. What are you doing? Good boy. You're a good boy. You are a good boy. And then bend your back knee. Okay. And out the way, little one. Right, we're going to do the quadriceps, the thigh muscles. If you can, grab your foot. You know the routine. Your foot, your sock, your heel, your trousers. If you can't, we're doing dynamic stretching. This is static stretching. This is dynamic stretching. Don't do that, I'll kick you. I'll have to do that static stretching. He's too interested in the dynamic. He can't quite use his back legs yet. Well, I mean, he can, but they seem to have a mind of their own, a bit like us sometimes. And then switch over. Oh, come on, Rosemary. I should have moved over to the other side of the chair. Right, we're going to do our hamstrings. Sitting on the chair, sitting on the edge. Knees at 90 degrees, 1 foot out, toe pulled back, sitting up nice and straight. Lean forward from your hips, not from the waist. Do you feel you're getting down further these days than you did at the beginning? Do you feel you're making progress? And then sit up and repeat on the other side, sitting up nice and straight again. Lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. Do you want to go out? Do you? And then stand up. Hands out to the side. Round the tree. Dip your head. Hold that for a few seconds. I'm just going to let the pop out. You're coming out. Do you want to go out? There you go. Okay, relax. And then interlock your hands behind your back if you can. If you can't, get your elbows together. And if you are interlocked, stretch them out like that. So as you lift them up so that you're stretching your chest. Top of my head's cut off. Okay. Bring one hand across your shoulder. Across your body, sorry. Stretching this deltoid one. Just get your hand above your elbow and just press it sort of down into the side so that it's stretching here. If you've got problems with your shoulders, don't do this one. And then release and do it on the other side. Okay. One hand up, down your back. Again, if you've got problems with your shoulders, don't do this. Pull your elbow back a bit. You don't need a lot of force, but just to stretch here because you have worked these muscles. And then release. And then the other one. And then the neck. So sitting down, nice and comfortably. Don't use the back of the chair to rest yourself on. Dip your head. Put your hand on your crown, but don't push it down. Just let the weight of the hand push your head down. Gosh, I can hear the wind howling around the house. Hello. Hello. What you want? Oh, really? And look up, he's got very strong opinions. Turning your head to the left. Put your hand on your chin. Just note where your chin is in relation to your shoulder. Make sure it's just your head that turns. Put your hand on your chin. Try and turn your head back to the center, but resist with your hand so that you're creating tension in your neck. And then release. And see how far you can get see if you can move your neck, your head a millimeter, a fraction of a millimeter to the left. And then bring it back to the center. Turn to the right. Put your hand on your chin. Try and turn your head back to the center. Resist with your hand. Get that tension going, and then see if you can turn your head a little bit more to the right. Yeah, and that's it. I just want to reiterate and to say for anybody that was a little bit late joining, I'm having a break for half term, so there won't be any classes next week. There won't be any classes next week. So Normal service will be resumed on the 1st of June. I just can't believe it's June already, halfway through the year. What have we done? Nothing. Well, not nothing. Okay, so bye. Thank you very much. Well, exactly, Carolyn. No break with a new puppy. So I think that's one of the reasons I'm doing it. Bye.